Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brooks Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of July 8th, 2015. So let's get right into it. First up on the pull list is All-Star Section 8, number 2. Looks like Green Lantern's making an appearance with the Section 8 crew. The first issue and the preview were okay. I'm still going to keep this to check out. I think due to the fact that I haven't read the Hitman stuff that this stuff comes out of, I'm not too up on the characters, but they're interesting enough, so I'm gonna check on it. So yeah. Next up on the pull list is Batman 42. I'm a little behind. Have not yet read issue 41. Just so much going on, so little time to actually sit and read and get this stuff on my pull list actually read. So I got a couple Batmans to read ahead of me, so I'm excited for that. But heard good things so far, so yeah. Next up is Bloodshot Reborn number 4. I've been enjoying the Bloodshot stuff so far. This Reborn series by Jeff Lemire has been amazing. So yeah, so keep reading that one. It's good stuff. Next up we have Catwoman number 42. Again, not caught up with my personal pull list, so I'm a couple issues behind, but hopefully going to get caught up here fairly soon. But been enjoying Catwoman since Nassetti left. Valentine's been doing a great job, so yep. So keep on trucking. Next up is Constantine, the Hellblazer number 2. Really like the first issue, so I'm curious to see where it goes from here. But yeah, Constantine is a solid book. So art's pretty cool. So yeah, not much else to say about that. Next up we have Descender number 5. This is just a great book overall. Really enjoying it. Again, a little bit behind on my pull list, so I'm going to have a couple issues of Descender to get caught up on. But what I've read so far, I really enjoy it. Next up we have Earth 2 Society. Haven't gotten a chance to even check the number 1 out of this, but I've liked the Earth 2 stuff, so I'm going to keep going with it. Hopefully it's still good, and even though I missed out on reading issue 1, I'm not going to be disappointed. Next up we have the Justice League of America, the Brian Hitch stuff, number 2. Haven't read number 1, haven't opened that beast. I've heard mixed reviews about the first issue, so we shall see if, in fact, this is fairly good. Hopefully it is, but yeah. Justice League of America, number 2. Next up we have Saga, number 30. This is the last issue in the story arc, so they're going to probably take a break. Don't think I've read the last issue, but Saga is just awesome overall, so I don't mind having a couple of these to plug through. So, next up is Starfire number 2. I enjoyed number 1. It was fun. You know, looking forward to kind of seeing Starfire's antics in Florida, where she's trying to make it on her own as a superhero. Just really cool stuff. More lighthearted and more aimed at a different crowd, but I'm enjoying it, so hey, hooked me enough. Not to mention she's hot. Next up is the new Suicide Squad number 10. Haven't read issue 9, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Suicide Squad, but apparently they're in the desert, camels, and they're dead. Who knows? Then last up on my pull list is Unity number 20. Unity overall has been a really solid book. I've really enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep going with it. I know Valiant's coming out with that Book of the Dead stuff, which I don't know if I'll be able to get a chance to read because Valiant's ordering on that is a little weird. So who knows? We'll see if I'll actually be able to check that out. But I've really enjoyed Unity, and it's one of the really solid titles from Valiant. A bunch of variants this week. It's again Teen Titans Go variant month. So if you like Teen Titans Go or you just like variants, you can pick these up. Batman 42 had a Teen Titans Go variant with Batman and Jim Gordon laughing it up. If you have seen the Ultimate Batarang episode, I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, that one's hilarious. You should check it out. Next up we have Batman Superman number 22. Had a Teen Titans Go variant, kind of Man of Steel, or Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice-y feel to it. So we'll see where, it's just cool. I like it. It's fun. Next up was Catwoman 42 had a Teen Titans Go variant. This one's a little weird. I don't know. I haven't seen Catwoman on Teen Titans Go, so I don't know if this is the iteration of her in the series. But, yeah, it's cool. The Gotham Academy, number 8, had a Teen Titans Go variant with 2 of the Gotham Academy girls and Raven. So I thought that was pretty cool. Probably the best one of the bunch for the Teen Titans Go variant so far is Justice League of America number 2. It's Starfire, and, oh god, why am I blanking on the name of the little guy? Silky, that's it. Wearing their JLA t-shirts with all the Justice League members on it, and yeah, it's just fun stuff. There's one more Teen Titans Go variant, and that's for the Suicide Squad number 10. Looks like Poison Ivy and Raven are arm wrestling it out. So, yep. There was a regular variant I picked up for Starfire number 2. I thought this was a cool variant cover. I know Starfire number 1 had a variant, but I didn't pick it up. It was a good variant, but Jim Jokish was around and liked the variant, so I said, no, you can take it. So, can't always have them all. But, yeah, so those are the variants that I picked up this month. Those are really what's costing me money. I don't know why I keep getting them. But, you know, variants are fun. I like how DC does it, at least on the retailer side, for ordering and stuff. So it makes it a lot easier for retailers to pick up the variants. So, again, if you're interested in the variants, let your shop know. I know that DC's doing these kind of theme variant months at Comics Conspiracy. If you're ever interested in those theme variant months, get a hold of Ryan at the shop, and he'll let you know if he's doing bulk orders, and you can order all of them, and then when they all come in, we'll ship them out to you, and you get a little bit of a discount on it. So I did pick up a trade or a hardcover this week, Justice League Volume 6 in Justice League. Yeah, just really great John stuff. Just Justice League is a knockout title. I love picking up these hardcovers. They're really nice. So yeah, this collects issues 30 through 39. Although Amazon's Kindle says it's 31 to 39, so I don't know. I think that's an error on Amazon's part. So that's it for my pull list. Now on to the read list. This is stuff I just pick up to check out, to stay current, to make sure I'm knowledgeable about a lot of different comics. First up is the Secret Wars Age of Apocalypse number 1. The X-Men books for the Secret War stuff have not been overly solid, so my hopes are not too high for Age of Apocalypse. I enjoyed the actual Age of Apocalypse story, so we'll see if this continues and is interesting enough and keeps me going. Next up is The Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows number 2. I like the first issue, so I'm checking out issue 2. So yeah, but good stuff there. Big relaunch this week, if you're interested. There's, I think, 28 different covers to this. We only got 2 of them, so I picked up this one. But it's Archie number 1 by Mark Waid. Archie's getting renumbered and kind of updated for, I don't know, they decided to just renumber. So it's what everybody does. This is the J. Scott Campbell cover. There's tons of other covers, so check out your shop to see if they ordered a bunch and see which one you like the best and pick that one up. But I'm going to give it a try, read through, see if it's good. Next up for another Secret Wars title is Civil War number 1. I really enjoyed the actual Civil War series, so hopefully this one still keeps it going. I know Old Man Logan, I really liked that one, and it kept my interest going, so we'll see if Civil War does the same thing. Next up we have 1872 number 1 from the Marvel Secret War stuff. I'm just curious to see what's going on, checking it out. If it piques my interest, it stays. If it doesn't, I'm gone. Next up is Justice League United number 11. Justice League United used to be on my pull list till about the time Convergence ended. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't great, so I'll keep checking it out to see if it keeps my interest. I did sell my run of 0 through 10 and the Future's End tie-in, but we'll see if I like it. If I keep going, maybe I'll collect it and trade. Next up is Red Hood, an Arsenal number 2. Really enjoyed the first issue. It was a good first issue. It was a lot better than Red Hood and the Outlaws. So I'm hoping that that kind of effort still continues, or that quality still continues, I should say. So yeah, we'll see. Next up is Secret Wars 2099 number 3. Yes, it's actually gotten a number 3. You're still getting number 1s, and you're getting number 3s. So, Secret Wars 2099. First 2 were okay. Keep going with it. I mean, it's not, doesn't make me not want to read it, so it's just an okay read. Next up is Spider Island number 1 from Secret Wars. Curious to see how this transpires, but my guess is everyone's spiders, and Mary Jane has spider powers. So yeah. Next up is Squadron Sinister number 2. Enjoyed the first issue, so I'll keep going with issue 2. But yeah, not bad, not bad. Interesting crossover book. It's toted on the cover is the crossover event of 2015, and that is Star Trek Green Lantern number 1 from DC Comics and IDW. This is the Spectrum War. It's not titled that inside. It's just Star Trek / Green Lantern. Curious to see how they kind of combine these two space characters together with the Star Trek stuff and the Green Lantern universe. So, yep. Curious to see how it goes. I enjoyed the Star Trek Legion book that came out a few years ago. It was okay. So we'll see if that keeps the interest. And then finally on my read list is a title I'm looking forward to from Charles Soule. It's Star Wars Lando number 1. If you are familiar with Star Wars, you know Lando Calrissian, and we get to get a book with him in it. So yeah, I've always enjoyed Lando's character, so I'm curious to see how they develop him in this new Star Wars comic universe that they're creating. There's only one title that we didn't get enough copies of for me to snag and take home, and that's the final copy of Big Man Plans number 4 of 4. I'm enjoying that series. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to finishing that out. So hopefully I'll be able to check that one out a little later this week or next week. So, yeah. I know San Diego Comic-Con is this weekend. For those of you who are going, please have a great time. Be safe. Don't just try to have fun standing in lines. I know that there's nothing really that I saw that I wanted from San Diego this year, so I'm not too keen on that. I'm curious to see what comes out of San Diego, and if we get anything, if we get to see anything, or what. So, but yeah, for those of you going, have a great time, have fun. Don't try and spend, a fair amount of money, but not too much. Don't, go broke because you're in San Diego. But yeah, have a good time, so on and so forth. I know Toby's going, because he tends to always go to San Diego, and he's gonna try and get as much stuff as he can. I know a couple feelers have been put out for those Disney pins, the ones that are the Marvel ones with the Scotty Young, based on the Scotty Young stuff. So those are going to be a hot commodity. But yeah, I haven't really heard too much about what's coming out with San Diego, and I haven't really had time to check it out. So maybe this weekend or later this week I'll be checking the feeds to see if there's anything interesting that I want to check out or want to comment on. So yep, thanks again for watching. Yep, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast, which you can find at www.geekbox.net. You can like this. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, all that wonderful stuff. To our Patreon backers for Comic Conspiracy, thank you. We do appreciate you backing us every month to keep that podcast going. There's an interesting episode that's going up tonight. It is just Ryan and me, a throwback episode to when we first started doing the Comic Conspiracy stuff, because Charlie had other plans, couldn't make it. Toby's getting ready to go to San Diego, and Bryce had to do fatherly stuff and was not able to escape to come record. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week.